Training like an athlete versus training like a human. Chapter 1. Intro. The fitness confusion. Open any fitness app, scroll any social media feed, watch almost any motivational video. The message is always the same. Train harder, push more, rest less, no excuses. We see athletes running at sunrise, training twice a day, sweating, suffering, smiling through pain, and it sends a powerful signal. If they can do it, why can't I? So we copy them. We copy their workouts, their intensity, their mindset. But we forget one critical detail. We are not living their lives. Most people are not professional athletes. They are parents. They work full-time jobs. They sit in traffic. They deal with stress, poor sleep, deadlines, and responsibilities. Yet they expect their bodies to perform like machines. And slowly, quietly, things start to fall apart. Chapter 2. Step 1. What training like an athlete really involves. When people say train like an athlete, they usually mean one thing: train harder. But that's only half the picture. Athlete training is not just about effort, it's about structure. Professional athletes have carefully planned training cycles, specific hard days and easy days, coaches, monitoring fatigue, medical staff, managing injuries, nutrition plans, timed around training, mandatory recovery sessions, sleep as a priority, not an option. Their training stress is balanced with recovery stress. Now compare that to the average person. You squeeze a workout between work and family. You sleep 6 hours, if you're lucky. You eat whatever fits the schedule. You skip warm-ups. You rush cooldowns. You train hard, again and again. Same stress, no support system. That's not athlete training. That's overload without protection. Chapter 3. Step 2. Why copying athletes often backfires. At first, copying athlete-style training feels amazing. You get faster, you lift more, you feel disciplined, you feel powerful. But short-term progress can hide long-term damage. Here's what usually happens. Your muscles recover faster than your joints. Your heart adapts faster than your tendons. Your motivation improves faster than your resilience. So you push again, and again, and again. Small warning signs appear. Tightness that never fully disappears. A knee that just feels off. A shoulder that clicks. Fatigue that sleep doesn't fix. Most people ignore these signs because stopping feels like failure. But these signals are not weakness. They are communication. The body is saying, this level of stress doesn't match your recovery. Athletes listen. Most people push through. That's where injuries begin. Chapter 4. Step 3. The human body has limits, and that's okay. Training like a human means accepting a hard truth. Your body is not designed for constant intensity. It is designed for cycles, stress, adaptation, recovery. When those cycles are respected, the body gets stronger. When they are ignored, the body protects itself through pain, fatigue, and injury. Training like a human means understanding your age, respecting your sleep quality, accounting for mental stress, adjusting volume based on how you feel, knowing when to slow down. It means asking a better question, not, how hard can I push today? But, what will allow me to train again tomorrow? And next month? And next year? That mindset doesn't look impressive online, but it builds something better than highlights. It builds longevity. Chapter 5. Step 4. Ego is the real enemy. Most people believe injuries happen because the body is weak. That's rarely true. In reality, most injuries happen because the mind refuses to adjust. Ego is not loud, it doesn't shout. It quietly pushes you past your limits while pretending it's motivation. Ego says, you're not old enough to slow down. You should still be able to do this. You can't let today be easier than yesterday. So instead of listening to warning signs, you ignore them. A tight calf becomes nothing. A sore knee becomes just stiffness. Fatigue becomes lack of discipline. But the body keeps score. And eventually, ego collects its payment in the form of pain, injury, or forced rest. Training like an athlete often feeds ego. Training like a human requires humility. And humility is not weakness, it's awareness. Chapter 6. Step 5. The problem with copying. Athlete training. Athletes don't just train harder. They recover harder. They sleep longer. They eat with precision. They have massage therapists, physios, coaches, recovery tools, and medical support. They also structure their year around training. Most people don't have that luxury. You have a job, a family stress, limited sleep, limited recovery time. Yet many people copy athlete programs anyway. High mileage, high intensity, high frequency, without the recovery. That mismatch is dangerous. Athlete training without athlete recovery turns fitness into self-sabotage. Human-based training accepts reality. It respects limitations instead of fighting them. Chapter 7. Step 6. What training like a human actually means. Training like a human means understanding that stress is cumulative. Work stress counts. Poor sleep counts. Emotional stress counts. Life pressure counts. Your body doesn't separate gym stress from life stress. It just feels load. So human-based training adjusts. Some days you push, some days you maintain, some days you back off, without guilt. It includes warm-ups that prepare joints and tendons, workouts that leave energy, not exhaustion, rest days that are planned, not accidental, movement variety to reduce overuse, training that adapts to how you feel, not how you should feel. This approach may feel slower, but it's actually safer, smarter, and more sustainable. Chapter 8. Why slow progress is the fastest way forward. Fast progress looks impressive, but fast progress is fragile. It breaks easily. Slow progress is boring, but boring progress survives. When you build gradually, tendons strengthen instead of tearing, joints adapt instead of inflaming, the nervous system stays balanced, motivation stays stable. You don't need long breaks. You don't need constant resets. You don't keep starting over. Month by month, small gains stack. Year by year, your capacity grows. While others disappear from training, you're still there, quietly improving. Chapter 9. Outro. Choose the right identity. You don't need to train like an athlete to be strong, fit, or capable. You need to train like a human with limits, a human with responsibilities, a human who wants to stay active for decades, not just weeks. Fitness is not about proving toughness, it's about protecting movement. The goal isn't to win training. The goal is to still be training years from now. Choose patience, choose consistency, choose longevity, train like a human.